Did you know Iceland has some of the most breathtaking landscapes hidden from tourists' eyes? You might have witnessed the beauty of Iceland in many films, series, or even music videos like Game of Thrones and Justin Bieber's I'll Show You. While everyone flocks to the Blue Lagoon and Golden Circle, I'm going to reveal 10 Icelandic hidden gems that most tourists are too scared to visit. Iceland, known for its geysers, volcanoes, and the northern lights, has a dark side. Beyond the tourist traps lie mysterious places where few dare to venture. In this video, we'll uncover 10 Icelandic hidden gems tourists are too scared to visit. Buckle up for this off-the-beaten-path adventure. Are you ready to step into the unknown? First one is Fjallajökull Canyon, a jaw-dropping natural wonder shaped over millions of years by glacial runoff. It's 100 meters deep and about 2 kilometers long, but its narrow paths and steep cliffs keep most visitors at bay. In fact, parts of the canyon have been closed to protect the delicate environment after it gained fame through Instagram and Justin Bieber's music video. But don't be discouraged. If you plan your visit outside peak season and approach with care, you'll find yourself immersed in one of Iceland's most majestic landscapes, where moss-covered walls tower above and the sound of cascading water echoes below. The fewer people you meet, the more magical it feels, as if the canyon is revealing its secrets only to you. 2. Djúpavik, the abandoned factory. Located in the remote West Fjords, Djúpavik is a haunting ghost town dominated by an abandoned herring factory. Built in 1935, this factory was once the largest concrete structure in Iceland, processing massive amounts of herring. But after just 20 years, it was mysteriously abandoned, leaving behind the eerie skeleton of what was once a bustling industry. Getting here is no easy task. The roads leading to Djúpavik are winding and often treacherous, especially in winter. But for those willing to brave the journey, the rewards are vast. Explore the factory's crumbling remains, hike the nearby mountains, or soak in the silence of this forgotten corner of Iceland. You'll feel as if you've stepped into a post-apocalyptic world. 3. Rauðisandur Beach. Next, we head to a beach that defies the typical Icelandic stereotype, Rauðisandur or Red Sand Beach. Unlike the famous black sand beaches of the south coast, Rauðisandur's sands glow a rare shade of reddish pink, especially at sunset. But few tourists make the trek to this remote spot in the West Fjords due to the rough roads and isolation. Once you arrive, you'll find 10 kilometers of pristine coastline, often with no one else in sight, except for seals lounging on the shore. The red sand is believed to have originated from iron deposits in the surrounding mountains, and when you see the vibrant contrast between the sea and sand, you'll feel like you've stepped onto another planet. 4. Kerlingarfjöll Mountains. In the heart of Iceland's highlands lies Kerlingarfjöll, a rugged mountain range that feels as alien as it is beautiful. Steaming geothermal fields, rivers of hot water, and brightly colored rhyolite mountains create a surreal landscape. This area is so remote that even in the peak of summer, you'll encounter very few travelers. The roads are difficult to navigate and can be impassable without a 4x4 vehicle. Hikers who make it here are rewarded with endless trails through geothermal valleys, and the sense of walking on another world is overwhelming. Legends say these mountains are haunted by trolls, which may explain why tourists tend to avoid them, leaving nature untouched and mystical. 5. Aspergi Canyon. Aspergi Canyon, located in northern Iceland, is often called the shelter of the gods. Its horseshoe-shaped formation is 3.5 kilometers long and over 100 meters high, and local folklore suggests it was created by a divine horse, Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse of Odin. However, geologists say it was formed by catastrophic flooding during the Ice Age. Despite its stunning views, lush forests, and serene atmosphere, Aspergi is largely ignored by tourists, mainly because it's overshadowed by Iceland's more famous sights. The area is so quiet that it feels otherworldly, with thick forests and cliffs that make you feel like you've entered a mythical world. For those willing to make the trip, Aspergi offers peace and tranquility like nowhere else in Iceland. Seat 6. Hornstrandir Nature Reserve. Few places in Iceland are as wild and untouched as Hornstrandir Nature Reserve. Located in the northernmost part of the West Fjords, Hornstrandir is a place where nature reigns supreme. There are no roads, no shops, and no signs of human habitation. To explore this area, you need to be completely self-sufficient, bringing all your gear and supplies. It's the perfect destination for adventure seekers who want to experience true isolation. The terrain is rough, with towering cliffs, glaciers, and wildlife like Arctic foxes, which are so unaccustomed to humans they may approach you out of curiosity. But only the most daring travelers make it here, as the unpredictable weather and difficult access keep most tourists away. 7. Viti Crater, Askja. Imagine swimming inside a volcanic crater. Viti Crater, located in the Askja region of Iceland, offers just that, if you're brave enough. The crater, filled with geothermal water, was formed during a massive volcanic eruption in 1875. The water temperature is cool but comfortable enough for a swim, yet the journey to get here is long and arduous. You'll need to navigate some of Iceland's most rugged highland roads, and the area's isolation means few tourists make it here. But for those who do, the reward is an unforgettable dip in one of Iceland's most dramatic landscapes, surrounded by towering volcanoes and lunar-like terrain. 8. Stakholtskja Canyon. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, you might recognize Stakholtskja Canyon, though most visitors have no idea this remote canyon served as a filming location for the series. The canyon is located near Thorsmork and features towering cliffs and a riverbed that cuts through its center. It's a challenging hike, with narrow paths, river crossings, and the constant risk of rockfall, which keeps many tourists away. However, those willing to brave the journey will find one of the most awe-inspiring sights in Iceland, complete with dramatic waterfalls, deep crevices, and an eerie sense of isolation. It's a real-life adventure waiting to happen. 9. The Hidden Pool of Seljavallalog. Iceland is known for its natural hot springs, but one of the most unique spots is Seljavallalog, one of the oldest swimming pools in Iceland. Built in 1923, this pool is hidden deep in the mountains, requiring a short hike through rugged terrain to reach. It's often overlooked by tourists in favor of more famous geothermal spots like the Blue Lagoon or Secret Lagoon. But for those in the know, Seljavallalog offers an authentic, off-the-beaten-path experience. The pool is free to enter, and its setting, surrounded by towering cliffs and moss-covered slopes, makes it feel like a secret slice of paradise. Despite its isolation, the pool is still maintained by locals, though it remains an underrated gem that many visitors skip. 10. Hvitserkur Rock. Our final hidden gem is Hvitserkur, a striking rock formation off the northern coast of Iceland. Shaped like a dragon drinking from the sea, Hvitserkur is often called the Troll of Iceland, due to its folklore. Legend has it that Hvitserkur was a troll caught by the sun and turned to stone. Standing 15 meters high, this bizarre natural monument is slowly being worn away by the sea, but few tourists make the journey to see it. Its location, far from the typical tourist routes, means that only those willing to explore Iceland's more remote regions will witness this geological marvel. For photographers and nature lovers, Hvitserkur offers a dramatic and unforgettable sight. There you have it, 10 Icelandic hidden gems that most tourists are too scared to visit. From ancient canyons to volcanic craters, these spots offer unparalleled beauty, isolation, and mystery. Are you ready to step off the beaten path and experience the untamed side of Iceland? Which of these hidden gems would you be brave enough to visit? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more off-the-beaten-path travel adventures.